Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing fine and thank you for clicking on today's video. Today I'm going to suggest 10 thrillers that are different from each other. Other than thriller, these books falls into crime, mystery, suspense category. I'm going to share the plot, level of violence and my ratings and just few of my opinions, because then the video will get too long and nowadays most of the people don't like or want to watch longer videos. So yeah, and by level of violence, I mean how disturbing or graphic these books are, and less level of violence doesn't mean that these books are bad. All these books are amazing. These books are psychological thrillers that I have rated around 4 and 5 stars, and I really enjoyed reading this book, and I think that many people will also like these books because these are different from each other. Yeah, you can say this is one of ultimate thriller suggestion videos. And don't forget to check out trigger warnings of all of these books. The trigger warning and individual reviews of these books are available on my book blog, and video reviews of most of these books are available on my YouTube channel without any spoilers, so do check them out if you find any of these books interesting. The first book is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. With their own life at risk, two sisters are trying to find truth of an unsolved cases of disappearance of girls, including their eldest sister who disappeared about 20 years ago. Now a girl's disappearance case has been reported. They find similar patterns between the crimes that has happened 20 years ago. Level of violence in this book is 10 out of 10, and the rating that I've given this book is 4.5. This one is the most disturbing book that I have read, and this was very intriguing read for me. So if you want to read anything that is violent and has many graphics, then you can definitely go ahead and try this book. And the next book is Gone Girl by Jillian Flynn. This is a very popular book. The wife has disappeared and the suspicion is on the husband, as he has used her money for his business. She used to write a journal before she disappeared. Now no one knows what happened to her, where she is. If you want to know what's going on, then you will have to read the book. And the level of violence in this book is 10 on 10, and the rating that I have given this book is 4.5. This one has one of the craziest twists at the end, and if you want to read something violent which has a crazy twist, then this book is definitely for you. And the next book is Verity by Colin Hoover. A struggling writer has been hired to complete a popular book series, as the main author had an accident and is unable to complete and write the series, and the writer moves to her house, and the author family has 3 people: a little boy, her husband and the author herself. While going through notes and manuscripts of the author, it seems like a biography. The writer finds many horrible and disturbing things written in those manuscripts, including deaths of the author's daughters. And the level of violence is 9 on 10, and the ratings that I have given this book is 5 out of 5 stars, and this is one of my favorites. It is fast paced and has crazy twist at the end. This is an open-ending book in which you have to decide what is truth and what is not. So if you like reading those type of books, then you should definitely go ahead and try this one. This is one of my favorites, so I'll definitely recommend this book to almost everyone. And the next book is No Exit by Taylor Adams. Struck in Strom at the highway rest stop with 4 complete strangers with no signal, Debbie finds a little girl locked in a cage of van which is parked next to her car. There are 4 strangers at the rest stop. Will those 4 strangers will help her, or the culprit is among them? And the level of violence of this book is 8 out of 10, and the rating that I have given this book is 4 stars. It's a page turner and it also has a kind of tension in the story. I know it doesn't sound that interesting, but it is interesting when you read it. And the next book is Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. In this, the Illuminatis have reappeared after centuries to continue their deadly vendetta against the Roman Catholic Church. The symbologist Robert Langdon and scientist Vittoria Vedra joined forces with the Vatican to stop this powerful time bomb, and they are going through many dangerous catacombs and trying to find the secret lair of the Illuminatis, which is definitely interesting to read. Level of violence and graphics in this book is 7 on 10, and my rating of this book is 5 stars. Of course, this is one of my favorite, and I have just recently finished this book. It's here. This one is written very amazingly, and it is intelligent and it keeps you on the edge. The descriptions of the city and the whole story is very amazing. I'll definitely recommend this book to everyone. It's amazing. And no wonder why Dan Brown's books like Da Vinci Code or Angels and Demons are very popular. And the next book on the list is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. A woman saw something shocking in the house of a couple whom she used to watch daily while sitting on the train. Now she gets a chance to get involved in the lives that she used to watch from afar. But is she reliable or she is unreliable as everyone says? Level of violence of this book is 7 on 10 and my rating of this book is 4.5 stars. It has multiple POVs and the ending twist is very amazing. Like I wasn't able to guess the ending, like who the main culprit would be. Even though it's a multiple POV, narrators are unreliable. And the next book is Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. The father gets arrested and ends up in jail in case of 6 missing girls. Now 2 decades later, a copycat killer is imitating the pattern of crimes while the father is in jail. As the details of the case were not shared, the daughter starts to investigate the case, suspecting someone close to her may be involved. Level of violence of this book is 7 on 10 and I have given this book 4.4 stars. Story is very addictive and a lot of red herring will keep you guessing and doubting almost every character. I had my suspicion at halfway into the story and it turned out to be right. And if you are a beginner, then you will definitely like this book, and even though I am not a beginner, I still like this book. And the next book is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. A woman goes back into her childhood house to find if her father was saying truth about her seeing ghosts in that house. The place is filled with history of dark deeds. She starts to experience those same things that her father has wrote in the book. But a part of her still thinks that it is not true. The level of violence of this book is 4 on 10 and my rating of this book is 4.7. That this is very close to 5 star. I love this one. This one has the ghost type of horror in the story. You can definitely go ahead and try this book if you want to enjoy a thriller that is not too violent or disturbing. You should definitely try this book if you like horror type of thrillers. And the next book is Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. She forgets everything about her life whenever she sleeps, including her name. She writes a journal and has a therapist, but her husband doesn't know about both of these things. While suffering from this brain condition, how will she able to find the truth of an accident that has happened decades ago that has made her life a nightmare? The level of violence of this book is 5 on 10 and my rating of this book is 3.7 star, which is around 4. This one has many turns in the story. Like one moment you will be like, I can trust this particular character, and then you will be like, you won't, and again you will start trusting that person, and again you will be like, no. So these things will keep happening again and again with almost all the characters. So it is very interesting to read about a person like that who is suffering from this kind of condition. The next book is The Silent Patient by Alex. A woman shot her husband 5 times in his face and then she just refused to say anything. She goes completely silent and ended up in mental asylum. A determined therapist wants her to speak and solve this mystery. Will she ever speak, or if she speaks, will she confess, or she will say something totally different? So that is something you will have to read in the book. And the level of violence of this book is 5 out of 10 and my rating of this book is 4 stars. It is fast paced and you will want to know the ending. This was my suggestions for you, and if you have any suggestions for me, then do let me know in the comment section, and you can check out their individual reviews with trigger warning without any spoilers on my book blog and also on my YouTube channel. Link of my book blog and my Instagram will be given in the descriptions. So if you find any of these books interesting, or if you have read any of these books, then do let me know your opinions in the comment section. So yeah, see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, read as many as book you can, and bye bye.